The more I start to realize, not just experientially, that duality is unity, is wholeness, is oneness. I realize too that mentally, logically, of course, duality is unity, is oneness. But I think the thing that people often don't realize is how it plays into the way they act in real life. You see, the Buddha talks about the middle way, the balance, the yin, the yang, as above, so below. However you want to describe this principle. But ask yourself, how does this play a part in our lives, in our daily lives? I talk often about being able to let go and not hold on to things constantly and need things to be a certain way. In life, I've experienced this. Different seasons, different times of things are constantly moving, things of rest, right? But the truth is, it is always moving. You see, I feel like a lot of people are still in this mindset of separation, of duality, of man, woman, this, that, blah, 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 blah. The real truth of this is being able to see both sides of the coin as one thing. And so, a lot of people are very goal driven in this life. They care a lot about the physical world. And here comes this, spiritual aspect, spiritual side of life, where people tell you, forget about the physical, forget about this, blah, blah, blah. I feel like both paths, choosing one or the other, is an illusion. Because the truth is, the mundane and the spiritual are one. Even if they are two sides of the same coin, it's still the same thing. So when you go out there and you are in that masculine energy in life, pursuing your goals, that is great, that is beautiful. But understand too, while there's time for that masculine energy and putting in the physical work, the physical details, there's also time for that feminine energy of letting it be, letting it rest, letting the universe, letting whatever, everything else play out for it to happen as well. We don't need to have a stranglehold and constantly be in that masculine energy. We too must learn to let go. Likewise, we cannot constantly stay in that feminine energy and being always passive and not putting in those physical moves. You see, it is a balance of both the masculine and feminine energy that gives us what we really want. And so it's interesting. It's that balance of pursuing while also detaching. Is a balance of action and inaction, attachment and detachment. And it's funny, there are a lot of videos out there about manifestation and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like a lot of them are always saying, let go, don't worry, it's already yours, blah, 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 blah. If you've been on this channel long enough, I'm not here to sell you faith. Really, I just want to point y'all in the direction of truth. And whether, ultimate truth, not my truth. These are just words. You understand? I'm using these as a tool to point you to the truth. But don't get caught up in the words, in my finger. Look where I'm pointing you to. Okay? And it's funny, when they say, let go, it's funny, you can never not have an effect on reality in the sense of us just being alive, us just observing distorts and changes reality. Your observation of something happen changes it, and that's okay. So to be alive is to have an effect on other things. To be aware is to have an effect on other things. So you and your constant being always are affecting things, even if it appears like you are not. And of course, science has proven this as well. But I think it's like, you need to remind yourself, even if you detach, no matter what, you always are affecting reality just by existing, and that's okay. That's 100% okay. Because that is your nature. But two, your nature is flow. You understand? Your nature is moving in accordance with everything around you. Your nature is the ultimate nature of reality, of the universe. So even in those moments of not knowing, you can still live and be here and now, knowing that it is all in divine accordance. And so when we come back, just to present, I think it becomes very clear, like, oh, yeah, of course, everything's okay. You come out of your mind and you come to reality and realize, yeah, everything actually is okay right here and right now. And it's only the mind that is disturbed by things, It's the mind that wants things to always be different. And I want you to just take the time right now and realize, like, a lot of the things that you wanted at one point in life, you now have. Maybe you don't like that you have them now, but regardless, you have them now. A lot of those things that you wanted. And so you might not have even pondered that or realized, but yeah, some of those things that you wanted, you actually have. So yes, you are able to create. You are able to have the things that you want. It's happened before now. But I want you to remind yourself the embrace of unity and understanding duality is unity. Because one exists, the other exists. Because the head side of the coin exists, the tails side exists. And because they both exist, they are one. So I encourage you, in every aspect of your life, find that middle way. Find the middle way of pursuing your goals, but still being detached enough and allowing the process to happen, being okay with whatever happens. And I encourage you that finding that balance is natural and it's a flow. And I really believe that if you feel it, you're in it, you realize, wow, it's just natural. Like, this is the way life is. Life is naturally the middle way. Life is naturally balance. Even it seems unbalanced, like it is always balanced. So be grateful. Be grateful. I don't know why I feel drawn or even called to say be grateful. But I realize it's like you have a choice in how you want to view things. You have a choice in how the mind decides to be, how the subconscious decides to be. You can train it how to be however you want. So you can train it to be grateful and appreciate life, because why would you not want to? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's balance. And if you ever find yourself like not feeling in that balance, I want to remind you that balance is always here, present here and now. Meditation is not about trying to go somewhere. It's not trying to achieve something. We're just here. We're just present. It's just an embrace of what is. It's an acceptance of what is. And I think through acceptance, we find peace. We find liberation from the ideas that once held us back. Because when you accept, you say, I am here. I am now. I will do my best. I can do my best, make the actions, and everything else that is not in my control is not in my control. And that is a true state of acceptance, of doing what is in your control and letting go of what is not. So I encourage you, ponder, find yourself that balance, and let me know, how have you been working with this energy of balance, this energy of the middle way in your life, and how has it been improving your life? Or maybe how do you seek to improve it? It's funny that I use the word seek, because seeking is such a funny thing too. Like, some people will tell you, don't seek, stop seeking. But the desire and the seeking to not seek is just seeking itself. And so it's like, if you're seeking, if you're desiring, let it be. It's natural. We're not attached to the need to desire, and we're not attached to the need or wants to not desire. If it arises, it may arise. And if it disappears, it may disappear. But ultimately, such is life. Also, if you want to, tap in with me, meditate with me, or even just talk to me, you can find me on my Patreon down below. I do weekly guided meditations. And I love to hear from y'all in the comments, for real, for real. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And, find the middle way today.